Yo, what up? Oh, is it working? Let me see if my mic is working. Yeah, it is. It is. What's up? Good to see you. How you doing? Zaku, no Twitch? It should be live, no? Let me check. Bro. Yeah, I turned it on. I don't know why it didn't work. Let's try again. Oh, did I tear down YouTube? Well, yeah, Zaku, I got you. I'm trying to fix it right now. Why is it not working? No, it is. It was. God damn it. There it goes. Now it's working. How you doing? How y'all doing? Logan says, "What's up, Groovy?" And Intergalactic Hippie God, what's up, dude? Good to see you. How you doing? How you feeling? How's your Tuesday? Zaku, how's your Tuesday? Now we got everything working. Is YouTube still working? Yeah, it is. Cool. And Carcol is working all right. Thank you for letting me know. Aesthetic Momoko. Oh, it's been a minute. How you doing? It's been so long. How you doing, Momoko? But yeah. Oh, and Logan says, "What's up, Groovy? Today is my sister's birthday, and I'm getting ready to see a brand new day with her." Oh, the Spider-Man movie and the family today. Hey, that's so, you guys see it twice, Logan? That's so sick. Yeah, I'm stoked to talk about Spider-Man today, if folks want to talk about it. And Pancorn, what's up, dude? Good to see you. How you doing? How you feeling? How you doing? Anything new with you, Pancorn? How's your Tuesday? And Zaku says, yeah, my bad. Yeah, I think it was like a weird delay thing with my server or something like that. But yeah, let me get all the different chats up so I can see them. Cherry Cola, how you doing? How's it going, Cherry Cola? How's your Tuesday going? How you feeling? All right. I got to sign CDs today. It's hot. Yeah, my bad. I started late because my stomach. I had to go to the bathroom. There we go. There we go. And Pancorn says, "I'm good. Eating some reheated hot dogs." Dang, I feel it. Hot dogs are good. And Cherry Cola, I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Can someone use the channel points? I added new channel points. And Cherry Cola, I got you on the stretch, and Cherry Cola, I'm gonna hydrate right now. But Roses and Simply Adeo wanted me to add a Turbo Bananas.
I drive a 94 Integra LX, and I'm going turbo by the end of the summer.
Yeah, so I made a little soundboard thing. Thank you, Cherry Cola. I appreciate you. But I feel you on the reheated hot dogs, Pancorn. Hot dogs kind of slap, not gonna lie. I know people make fun of them because they're glizzies, but dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like a Costco hot dog, kind of undefeated, dude. Intergalactic Hippie God, that's such a sick name, dude. It's super smoky and warm here. Fires on the West America side are not getting much better, but hopefully it'll be good again. What side of on the West Coast? Like, are you in California, or is it Pacific Northwest? I think right now is on fire. Yeah, I don't know. I used to live in LA, so we were always on fire, dude. And Pancorn says, "I made something earlier today sampling the water ice salt video because some people were doing that in the Discord." That's sick. What's the water salt ice video? And Cherry Cola says, "I like grilled hot dogs more than boiled." I agree. Grilled hot dogs are better. What's kind of people sleep on? Hot dogs in the air fryer? Crazy. You've even tried that yet? Put a hot dog like in an air fryer? So dank. Because they get that same like kind of grill, that, you know what I mean? They kind of get like the same little deal with that. And Logan says, "My boss tried to buy my label because she wanted to sign me into a deal, so I made alternative artist stuff that are under her on the other sides are under Genius Deal." That's wild, Logan, that your boss tried to buy your entire label, especially because you just started. And they want to make a deal with you. Well, that's cool, dude. I'm glad to hear that, like, you know, people are like really interested to the point that they want to like give you money for the stuff you're doing already. But that's cool that you're able to like make an alternative thing for her. That's cool. And Hippie God says, "Yeah, Oregon, Washington, and a bit of Canada are all having big fires." Oh, dang. Yeah, I was just talking to my buddy from Portland on Monday. Yeah, they didn't mention it. That's crazy, though. I'm sorry to hear you got all that smoke, though. That's a bummer, dude. Well, stay safe, stay indoors, get an air filter if you can. Those help a lot, low-key. So, yeah. And Pancorn said the YouTube video, I got you. And Jerry Cola says, you love using that air fryer. Well, yeah, I really do. I'm not gonna lie. My whole family is. My little brother, or my baby brother, he's not like a baby. He's like, I think like 17, 16. He deadass will just post air fryer memes on his Instagram all the time. And I'm like, yep, we're definitely related. And can I listen to this? I'm watching the video, Capricorn. And Armdosto, glad to see you're stoked on me being live, dude. What's up? How you doing? How you feeling? How's your Tuesday? Water, salt, ice, hey. This video is silly, Pancorn. Yeah, thanks for sending it over. But Hippie God says, I'll be back. It's still working. Sick, dude, for sure. Yeah, when we get the chance, like, you know, feel free to come in and out. We're just hanging out, chilling. And Armdosto says they're doing bien, doing good, dude. I'm glad to hear. That's what's up. Logan says, yeah, I've been getting way better at music. Like, I haven't even released anything in a while, but I'm building my craft. Feels good. Doing merch. They're using my Shopify store on Bandcamp. So you said some merch. Yeah, I found out you can Shopify to Bandcamp. Yeah, you can. I did see that too. That's cool. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that like everything's just going so good. You can't stop winning, Logan. You're always just crushing 24/7. I'm super stoked for you, dog. Hell yeah. Oh. Yeah, I gotta move the camera so you can see what I'm doing on the desk. Right now I'm just signing my Sub-Zero covers. I feel bad though. I goofed and I should probably email them back right now. Well, and Simply Dale says, yo, I thought you were going live in an hour later day. No, my bad. Yeah, on Tuesdays I shifted an hour forward just so on the East Coast, you know, y'all could not have to stay up too late. But dude, no worries at all. We're chilling. How's your Tuesday, dog? How are you doing? But yeah, I feel super bad because someone emailed me because they ordered like a cassette tape for the Straw Monsters. I sent them a CD because I'm dumb. And I was like, no. So yeah, so now I have to like send them a cassette tape as well. And I was like, keep the CD, please. I messed up. But yeah, how you doing, Simply Dale? How's it going? Will I get this person's CD order or cassette order ready to go? Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, other than that, does anyone here watch Hot Takes? Did you see that they're gonna like be changing things around? And Cherry Cola says, is it appropriate to talk about the Spider-Man movie or is it better to wait? Well, I think I told everyone on Sunday, yo, you gotta watch the Spider-Man movie by Tuesday because we're gonna be talking about it. So I guess we'll ask real quick, Simply Dale, have you seen it yet? Did you end up watching it yesterday? And I don't know. That's why I was asking. The Hot Takes, I'm not sure what they're doing. Simply Dale. It just said, let's do one last Nigga episode together. Every single fandom former guest is invited to join the live stream on camera via Discord video chat. And Simply Dale says, yes! Alright, cool. Yeah. Zaku says, the Spider-Man movie was dope. And Pancone said, I saw the last Hot Takes episode is coming. And Jericho says, naked. Naked what? Did I say the word naked? I don't think I did. Did I? I don't think so. And okay, sounds good. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Hopefully they're doing good. I don't know. I know Isaac's been doing Hot Takes for a minute. So yeah. Hey, Cherry Cola, did you say naked? I don't think I said naked, Cherry Cola. But yeah, Spider-Man movie was hella good. The thing that I've been like talking to people about, it's crazy because Tom Holland and Zendaya are like actually married. And you know the one scene where like Zendaya doesn't remember Tom Holland, so she has a boyfriend and like starts making out with her boyfriend in front of Tom Holland. I was like, dude, you know how good of an actor you have to be to not like just flip out. Kissing your wife like that's crazy. The Cherry Cola says, it was good. It was super good. Yeah, I've been telling everyone, like, I'm not like, yeah, I mean, I like Spider-Man, obviously, but I'm not like, I gotta watch every single Marvel movie. And it was like, it's just a good movie. It's just really good. But yeah, what did y'all think? Any like particular scenes that you liked or anything like that you were like, oh? I liked the every time that they had to go to like full arachnid DNA mode and like their eyes just went completely black. I thought that was always super sick. And so the deal says, dude, there's been worse scenarios she's been in. I would have denied her to do it if I was Tom. Oh yeah? Oh yeah, well I mean like in other shows, yeah. That's the thing is that I'm like, if it's like, here's the thing is that like, you know, because Zendaya's in Euphoria, I don't think Tom is on set like watching it happen, you know what I mean? But this time like the scene in particular was like he had to watch it happen and react to it in character. You know what I mean? And Cherry Cole says, I'm just saying Sadie Sink's character was good. Who's Sadie Sink? I don't know the actors' names. Oh, so the big spoiler, simply a day that Steve Lacy leaked, was the fact, so you're talking about Jean Grey. Yeah, Jean Grey, dude. Yeah, her character was super crazy good. Yeah, I loved Jean Grey in this movie. I was like, yo. And Cherry Cole said, yes, yes. And Logan says, my message cut off, but I'm looking for distributors with APIs, make a portal, GNZA vinyl visualizer. That's cool. That's awesome you're making that, dude. That's what's up. And my favorite scene was Hulk fight Spider-Man. It was in the trailer, so it's not spoiling. Yeah, I mean, at this point, we're saying, if you haven't watched Spider-Man yet, I'm sorry, but we're just going for it. We're now assuming that you did. I'm sorry. It's a video that kid fuck you. The one that Tom Holland had to watch? Or just in general? Are you also like a Zendaya stan? Yeah, J. Cole says, which one? Oh, the one where yeah, Zendaya thought like, you know, she remembered Tom because they were so in love, and then come to find out it was Jean Grey. Yeah, that kiss was crazy. I was like, yo, she played you, bro. Jean Grey is cold-blooded. I was like, damn. So yeah, and I thought it was like really adorable at the end, like towards the end, where he was like, yeah, like, you were being mind controlled and I made out with you. Sorry if that's awkward. You know what I mean? That's such a like, you know what I mean? To me, it's like, I would do the same thing, but it's just so funny that they had to, I don't know, they put that in the scene. Suido says, whole theater went, no! And I just kept saying, fuck! Yeah. I know, that was crazy. Is packed up tonight and in the mail for you tomorrow, dude. Welcome. Thank you for being so chill. My bad. Yeah, I'm just pretty much, I sent the wrong thing to somebody, so I just reply to them right now to be like, yo, like, I got you, because I want to keep them hanging, and I don't want to forget later tonight, and then feel silly when I forget. Okay, cool. All right. But Logan says, I found 2 16 GB RAM sticks on my old broken old PC. I'm gonna build a server. Yeah, dude. Or you could sell those RAM sticks for like $1 billion. Isn't RAM still like super expensive right now? And Cherry Cola says, but Jean's character had a reason to turn evil. Oh yeah, definitely. She had a super valid reason to turn evil. Super mega valid reason to turn evil. I'm not gonna lie. I would have done worse things. If I was Jean Grey, I would have done way worse things. My whole psychology would be broken. And Simply Dale says, my boy Ned didn't let me down though. I hope he actually remembers. Oh yeah, no, Ned, yeah. Ned in this movie was like hella cool, dude. I like that he became like low-key a frat star. Like not really, but he was like, ah. You know what I mean? That was super sick. And Cherry Cole says, a mother that abandoned you and your older sister gets kidnapped and your sister is tested on until she died. I know, yes. That's crazy. And it's like wild because like, I don't know, after watching like I know I mentioned it before, it's a really weird come together. But I like that the movie was kind of like when, you know, the government can sometimes be the, you know what I mean? I mean, let's keep it real. It usually is the villain in real life. But the movie really highlighted the fact of like, you know, the government was the bad guy in this movie all along. Because after I mentioned how I was like watching a lot of like videos of like CIA people, because like post 9/11 and stuff like that, because trying to like, now that I'm an adult, trying to understand what like happened in 9/11, you know what I mean? And the John Kiriaka guy is like a whistleblower on the torture program from stuff like that. So it's like wild to like watch this movie where it's like someone needed to blow the whistle on, had to be a whistleblower for this company because they were just like killing these people because they were like trying to like figure out their mind control. And it's, you know what I mean? It's like, what are you guys doing, dude? Like, that's inhumane. So yeah, no, I 100% agree with you, Cherry Cole. That's crazy. And it's kind of sad because like that would actually happen in real life. Let's keep it real. And Logan says, all right, I'm gonna get some food with the fam before the movie. Stay groovy, go. Yeah, stay groovy, Logan. Thanks for stopping by, dog. I appreciate you. Enjoy your food. And Silio says, oh yeah, she was very valid. I found out the last message I get from my sibling is what she sees last. I lose. Oh, exactly. Yeah, the fact that like her, especially because like the last message is really like, it wasn't her trying to tell her anything. It was just like her brain was so like deep fried. All she could do was relay that. You know what I mean? Like her brain was just deep fried, just relaying. You know what I mean? That's like disgusting. Disgusting. And Cherry Cole says CEO. And Simply Dale says the CEO sexted now because he's married of love. I think they're coining it that now, and I don't know. Is there like a meme with Ned being like the CEO of like something? Am I missing out? Oh yeah, I guess so. It's totally a meme. It's a comedy. I mean, honestly, and yeah, he got engaged. That's comedy, yeah. That's so random. Somebody else says, "Oh, dude, yes, somehow he is known as the CEO of sex." I mean, after watching the movie and like his character, I'm not surprised, dude. He was quite the player, dog. This guy says, "Yo, what up? What's up, Sky? How you doing? How you feeling? How's your Tuesday? Anything new with you?" Yeah, I can't believe I missed all those memes. And Cherry Cole says, and then the only thing you have left out, oh yeah, left from your sister is her scrunchie? I know, dude. That's crazy. I did think it was super crazy though that her sister was like, Jean, I'm sorry, and then like mind controlled her own sister to like stop her from getting taken is like crazy. Like, oh man, so much love, so much sadness. Yeah, I think during that scene there was like some kid that was sitting in the very front that started crying, and I was like, oh, like he was like 12 by himself just crying, and I was like, oh my god, dude. And somebody else says, I'm mad there was no mention of Daredevil from Frank, though. That'd be wild if they mentioned Daredevil. I'm still out of the loop, though, but Daredevil mention would have been super sick. Oh yeah, I did love Frank's character though. Frank was so cool. All the bickering was so comedy. And Skyr says, good, just restructured my YouTube channel and I pruned a couple hundred subscriptions. Oh, sick. Like for your personal watching? Because yeah, every once in a while I've had to go through Skyr and like also unsubscribe from a bunch of people that just don't watch these days anymore, or like maybe they stopped uploading or stuff like that. Or maybe sometimes, you know, YouTubers sometimes will change what their channel is and stuff like that, so yeah. And Skyr says, oh no, Cherry Cole says, whoever laid Ned's wig is amazing. Super is 100%. Yeah, their wig, I honestly forgot he was bald. It was on so good. And Skyr says, nothing on it yet, of course, but I made a banner for it. Oh, so like you're uploading to YouTube. And Subadeo says, that's how good it is. And the goatee he had, I know, right? He was looking like the CEO of sex, man. He was... It set him up for success, dude. But did y'all feel like the movie was too long by any chance? Because the movie was really long. I was like into it the entire time, though. And did y'all see that it like absolutely broke every record in the box office? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else from the movie I like really enjoyed. I think it's cool that Tom Holland's getting like organic Spider-Man powers. That's pretty lit. What else? I'm just stoked that like Jean Grey is probably gonna continue to be a character, especially in the next one. Because Jean Grey kind of low-key is the most cracked X-Men. And somebody else says, because I enjoyed it, I didn't mind how long it was. I'm one for references and tie-ins. If they had more, I would have said 10 and 10, but I'm on a 9 though. Okay, yeah. I mean, 9's still a real good review, man. Like that's awesome. And who is it says, yo, what's up? How you doing? Who is it? Have you seen Spider-Man yet, by any chance? Because we're talking about it. But I think we might be at the end of the thoughts. And somebody else says, if she goes Phoenix, it's over. Yeah, no, I know. When Jean Grey goes Phoenix, it's a wrap. It's GG's. I was talking to my buddies at the movie about like, and who's it says, nope, never had the time, but I'm on my spot. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, we're talking about all kinds of stuff on it. And but I was telling my buddies, I've yet to see a Carnage in a Spider-Man movie. I think it'd be sick if they brought back Carnage. But they were saying like they probably will, but it won't be for like 5 years because they have to do all these other comics first to get to Carnage. Speaking of like just, if you know, once Carnage gets announced, like it's a wrap. And Cherry Cole says, I couldn't tell it was 2+ hours. It was so good. Yeah, same. Like there was a point where I was like, oh, this movie was kind of long, but then I realized we were at the end, so I was like, okay, yeah, it's about time for it. And it was like wrapping up, so I was like, okay, yeah, I think this movie was the perfect length for the story it was trying to tell. But do y'all remember Carnage? And Simpledale says, Venom is supposed to be there somewhere. The symbiote is there somewhere. I know, right? Yeah. I know, right? Yeah, it's wild that they have like a separate Venom movie and a separate Spider-Man movie, but they haven't like brought them together yet. Like they're sleeping on Venom. But Cherry Cole says, I watched in 3D, so good. Oh, I watched mine just normal. I think they wanted to see IMAX, but like the IMAX near me was like only one showing, and it was at like early in the morning for some reason. But yeah, I never actually watched a 3D. I don't think I've ever watched a 3D movie in theaters, low key. And Zaku says, I want to see that Scrooge movie. There's a Scrooge movie coming out? Oh, Ebenezer? Oh, what? With Johnny Depp? That sounds pretty sick. Also, did I text you yesterday, Doc? I'm pretty sure I did, no? Oh, I did. Oh. And who's it says, wait, who's psycho enough to go watch a movie in the morning? That's what I'm saying, right? My family would back in the day, but it was only for the, like, you know, it wasn't even in the morning. It was like before lunch. And the reason why is because it was like the tickets were like way cheaper if you went earlier in the day. So yeah, but for an IMAX showing, like you need to go at night. You know what I mean? Like it was weird that they did the IMAX showing during the day on like a Wednesday too. It wasn't like Wednesday night. It was like, yo, we got one showing. It's during the day. But Zaku says they didn't play the preview for that before the Spider-Man movie. No, they didn't play that preview. Zaku, they play. I forgot what previews they played. A couple of them were like horror movies, but like nothing too wild. And Zaku says, I was too sleepy to respond and forgot. But Thursday, okay, cool, sick. I'll throw it on my calendar right now. Let me sign the CD or CD cover. And Silvadeo says, ooh, graveyard shift workers? Yeah, probably, yeah. But like, it's such a random time still. See, I guess maybe they like did the math and they were like, yeah, graveyard shift workers would rather go during the day, and there's not enough like people who work 9 to 5 that would want to, yeah. Sick. And K2, what up, dude? Woo, about to start listening to Groovy Kaiju again. I've been off my normal rotation, shaking my head, hope all is well. Hey, well, I'm glad to hear I'm making it back to your rotation, dog. Thanks for stopping by. Hope your Tuesday's going good, and I'm honored to be back in the rotation, dude. Heck yeah. And Cherry Cola says, I had to stop my friend from buying Spider-Man's head. Huh? Like they have like one of those popcorn buckets? Oh yeah, one of those pocket. That's funny. Well, it's good that you stopped them. That way you can, you know, save a little bit of money. $35? That's crazy. For a piece of plastic? For a plastic popcorn bucket? That's crazy. Yeah, I heard that's how they like, low-key, that's how they make their money these days at movies. It's just that. Like just selling collectible items. And Cherry Cole says she loves Spider-Man. Well, that's nice that she loves Spider-Man. I mean, if that's the case, I think that's kind of valid. I mean, I feel like we all have our vices, right? Unless she was like, I got no money, but I need the Spider-Man head. Then it's like, okay, great, whoa. Otherwise, you know what I mean? Isabel says, to be fair though, what if you repurposed a houseplant pot? That would be kind of sick. I bet Jermaine would be stoked to be in a Spider-Man pot. I bet Jermaine would have been stoked. But yeah, what else about Spider-Man? All in all, I think that's can't think of anything else. It was a good time. I like eating popcorn, so it was a little awkward because my buddy was like, yeah, like, I just want a little bit. So I was eating popcorn at the movie, and I was like, oh shit, I'm almost eating all the popcorn. And I'd ask him, do you want any? Like, multiple times. And they just kept saying no, no, no. And I was like, you know what? I'll eat all this popcorn. Then I just ate the rest of it, and I was like, heck yeah. And Cherry Cole says she's gonna keep it as a collection piece. Okay, cool. Oh, she was just going to keep it as a collection piece. Yeah, if that's the case, then I don't know. Well, I don't know. If you like Spider-Man, I don't know. Like, I have like a Mario Kart from Nintendo World. Yeah, I'll show you. That I got. It was a popcorn bucket, and I'm pretty stoked on it. And Zaku says, I'm gonna be in New York next month for a few days. Pretty stoked. I've never been. Oh yeah, dude, you're gonna love it. You kind of got New York vibes. I can see you moving through New York. But yeah, I got this at Nintendo Land, dude. I don't know if y'all seen this, but I got me a little Mario, and they came with like a lanyard, so you like put your popcorn in here, and then like it came with a lanyard, so you can like just eat popcorn while you're waiting in line. It was pretty sick. And now it's just like this super sick, like, you know what I mean? And what's cool too is the feet come on. They have like lights on them, so you can like Mario Kart. So yeah. And Jerry Cole says she has Spider-Man themed bracelets, plushies, wallpapers, etc. Okay, yeah, she just loves her Spider-Man. Nothing wrong with loving a little friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And Jerry Cole says, "Welcome to the Big Apple." Cherry Coke is $35. Yeah, $35 is expensive. They're kind of getting you with the price. But I guess keeping it real, I think you're both right. I think you can go either way. I don't know her financial situation, but I have to, you know, I assume you do. So she probably should chill out then. Jiggles the day before she bought more plushies. Yeah, I feel you then. Yeah, you're just being a good friend. You're looking out for her. That's what's up, Cherry Cola. But yeah, but I think that's all my Spider-Man thoughts. Good movie. I think I'd give it 10 out of 10 in terms of, not like it's the best movie I ever saw, but like in terms of like it's a masterpiece movie. You know what I mean? One of the best movies I've seen all year, I think. Or probably the best movie I saw all year, keeping it real. And somebody else says, wait, one more. Okay, go for it, Simply Dale. No more. I mean, no, oh my god, not no more. Go for it. I'm in no rush. We're just chilling. What do you think the post-end credit is? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess for context, the post-end credits is just Ned's what's it called? Spidey tracker, and it shows Spider-Man detected in space. I don't know. I think if I'm not mistaken, so my buddies, they're like Marvel nerds, and they said it's because it's leading into the next Avengers movie. So yeah, so I guess there's like supposed to be I forgot which character they said makes the next Avengers movie like relevant, but yeah, it's kind of pretty much hinting at like the next Avengers movies, and that includes Spider-Man, and they go to space or something. And Jerry Gold says, exciting. I know, yeah. But that's just my friend's opinion. I don't know on how super into like the Marvel universe you are, Simply Dale, but that's what my buddies told me. Or I remember what they told me. Dun, 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 dun. And Somebody else says, I was thinking it was a reference to the Marvels and how Multiverse Dimension was out there. Oh, Multiverse Portal was out there? Yeah. I mean, it could be. How about we Google it? What are they saying online? Yeah, it's saying, everyone online is saying that, yeah, it's going to be a Avengers movie. So Avengers Doomsday. Cherry Cole says, I got my ticket for $5 because of my mother's internet company. And she was confused how the app sensed that I asked her to go. Wow. Yeah, no, for real. I'd be confused too. And yeah, because the next film that's coming out for Marvel is Avengers Doomsday. And it's going to be a 2-part movie. So it's pretty much just hinting at the next Avengers is starting. But Nekun says, sup fam? What's up, Nekun? How you doing, dude? It's good to see you. My fellow Aaron, dude. How you been? How's your Tuesday? How you doing? Dun, dun, dun. Oh, God. Hey, who is this? I forgot to say about my day. It was just trying to prove to my arcade peeps that I'm not dead. Not appearing for 2 weeks here, making people feel the worst. Oh wow, yeah. You go to a arcade on the regular? That's what's up. What kind of arcade do you go to? It's like a local one. You go to like a round one. That's cool that you're like able to like, hey friends, I'm alive. What's up? But Nekun says, I bought a brand new GR86. That's sick, dude. Nekun, you are about to be whipping, dude. That's what's up. How's it driving? Zaku said, that fool said, whoa. Yeah. It's because I drink my caffeine, dude. I'm so sleepy. Hey, oh my God, Frank. How you doing, dude? It's been a minute. Working hard or hardly working? Working hard, dude. I'm signing CDs right now. If you got a second, let me know how you're doing, Frank. I miss you, dog. Hope you're doing good. And Who's it says, I'm gonna go to a local arcade that has Japanese games. That's what's up. That's super sick. Yeah, local arcades are like low-key the best because they tend to have like way better deals. We have one out here in Phoenix called Starfighters, and it's super sick. So I think it's like some guy's old arcade collection, and he just like makes them available for people to play, and they're all free play. You just pay like, I think $5 for the entire day. You can play as much as you want. It's pretty crazy. But A keeps the K. I got your Monster Tape Zero on Sunday. Thank you so much. I've been listening to it for about a year or more. I even introduced my music to a friend who also makes music, and he likes it too. Dude, thank you so much for grabbing it. I'm glad to hear I made it safe and sound. A keeps the K. Thanks for showing a friend. That's like a huge compliment. That means like you like to like tell a friend about it. So thank you so much. And yeah, dude, I appreciate it. I appreciate you, dog. How's your Tuesday going? And on disc? Yeah, no worries, dude. I know what you mean. Thank you so much, A keeps the K. I appreciate it, dog. And somebody else says, my bad, I got a call. What are they saying? Oh, they're saying that the next Spider-Man movie, the end credits, leads into Avengers Doomsday. And the next Avengers movie is going to be a 2-part movie. So yeah, that's what I just read right now. But Nekun said it's a dream. I'm cooking dinner though, so I'm big watching. Okay, yeah, no worries, Nekun. What's it called? And yeah, dude, yeah, enjoy cooking. And I'm glad you hit the Cars of Dreams, dog. That's what's up. And A keeps the K. Can I record you shout out? Yeah, of course, dude. Yeah, feel free. But I'll reply to Frank in the meantime. I'm good just making music. Every time there's something happening with the stars, I think about you. Oh, Saturn retrograde is so interesting so far. I've been having crazy dreams. I'm glad to hear that the stars reminded y'all. I'm glad to hear that you're getting reminded of me. Glad to hear you're making music, having a good time. But yeah, Saturn retrograde is pretty wild. I think it's not to like, I'm not gonna dox your stuff, but aren't you in a Saturn year? So that would make sense. What year are you in? Dun, 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 dun. You are in a... Yep, I knew it. Ha! You're in a Saturn, that's why. So yeah. So Saturn's your Time Lord this year, so yeah, the Saturn retrograde is going to be an exclamation point for you on your life right now. So yeah, I'm not surprised to hear that you're having crazy dreams, dude. This video says, oh, okay. Yeah, no worries, dude. I got you. But yeah, I'm excited for the next Avengers movie. It's going to be dope. But yeah, all right, screen record your shout out. I guess I'll start over. A keeps the K. Glad to hear that you got Mafia Zero on disc. That's what's up, dude. I appreciate it. You're welcome. Glad to hear you've been listening to it for about a year now. And I'm glad to hear that you even introduced you to a friend, because that means a lot. Because if you like music enough that you want to like share it with somebody else, it's like a huge compliment. You know what I mean? Because I know for me, when I have to really like an artist, to be like, yo, dude, check this out. You know what I mean? So thank you. That keeps the K. And yeah, dude. I'm glad to hear that he likes it too, and thanks for sharing it with him. And if it means anything too, you don't technically, I know you screen recorded it, but all these VODs get updated, oh my god, uploaded to YouTube. So if you see like the Oceanfront Online below A keeps the K, like after I'm done streaming, you could just go to the VOD and like get the full quality video from YouTube if you wanted to. So yeah, A keeps the K said, yes sir, yes sir. That's what's up, dude. I'm glad to hear. But yeah, other than Spider-Man, one thing also I saw that was like interesting yesterday is there's like a company that actually, we put on some lotion real quick. My hands are all super dry. But there's a company that tracks like all the different like music formats, right? And so they'll track like CD versus cassette tape versus vinyl sales. And for the first, not the first time, but I guess CD sales grew by like 16% in 2026 so far. And vinyl only grew by like 22%. So CDs are low key like starting to grow faster than vinyl, which is like, oh. And A keeps the K says, fully support your music journey, brother. Genuinely skilled, man. Oh, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. That means a lot, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. And yeah, dog. Glad to hear I'm, you know what I mean? Glad to hear that I'm skilled. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, but it's wild to see like the stats, because I've been noticing it too. That I feel like right after Christmas time, I feel like vinyl sales kind of slowed down, and like for some reason I've been selling way more CDs. When it used to be the opposite, where people would always be like, I want vinyl, I want vinyl, I want vinyl. So yeah. The other day I was like, the age of physical media is making a comeback. It really is, dude. Because like, keeping it real, I was watching like a really good video the other day of like someone who was a bit younger that's like, I'm so tired of making Spotify playlists and then like songs just disappear out of nowhere. Like they're like, I'm sick of it. So they're just like, you know what, keeping it real, I'll just buy a CD. I don't, I mean, you can't remove a CD from my playlist. You know what I mean? So I don't blame them. That, and because vinyls are more expensive, people still just want like a collector's piece so they can like hang on the wall and stuff like that. So yeah, and more people own CD players than vinyl players. So yeah. Who is it says the comeback is better than the sad mess that digital is right now? Yeah, dude, it really is. And because of Sony, yeah, keeping it real. I know they took off the disc drive of the PS of the next PlayStation. That's crazy. And somebody else said, yep. But yeah. Because like it even happens in like Future Funk sometimes. Like you'll be listening to like a bunch of Future Funk albums on Spotify and just like, bloop, they're just gone one day. With like no explanation from Spotify. And yo, VVS Rocky, thanks for stopping by, dude. How you doing? How's your Tuesday? But yo, I just found your music not too long ago, and I love that you found a way to incorporate the love for old animes and video games into your music. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll actually pulling from my memories and making music about it. It's, you know, I mean, it's a good time. But I'm glad to hear that you love it, dog, and thanks for letting me know. How's your Tuesday? And somebody else says, I said, fuck so, dude. I was watching the movie, I got a few laughs, they did what's up. That's sick, dude. Hey, that's what's up. Heck yeah. That's cool, dude. I'm glad the theater wasn't like, huh? Like people, you know, people are tapped in, dude. We're tired of all the BS. We're all actually pretty intelligent. You know what I mean? And Frank says, John's been vibe coding a music player and he's reinventing Spotify from basic principles. It's so funny. I mean, that's cool, dude. Yeah, John's hella smart. I'm not surprised that he's doing that. And that's cool. So Frank, I heard, I don't know if you know the tea, but I heard that John got banned from Blue Sky. You know why? I mean, you don't have to share if you don't. Yeah, I mean, you want, but I don't know. Someone came in the chat and was like, "Yeah, John got banned." I was like, "Who? How dare they?" I love John. But VVS Rocky says Tuesday is great. Just watching Cowboy Bebop, relaxing. I feel it, dude. I'm glad to hear you're just chilling, relaxing. That's what's up. Yeah, Cowboy Bebop's like a banger anime. I think I watched the whole thing twice. And Sebadeo says, got the Aviscerall home. And Frank said, okay, John's back. Okay, cool. It was just a random mess up. I feel it. Well, I'm glad to hear it was just random. Because I was like, I can't imagine John saying something crazy enough to get banned. You know what I mean? John's so chill. And Sebadeo says, nice. Yeah. That's cool, but I'm glad to hear John's making a music player. That's gonna be super sick. I'm stoked to see it when he drops it. And I like his like Fields app. The little app he made for like making like kind of like interesting web pages is super cool too. Have y'all seen the Fields app that Christ made, John? It's like an app where you essentially like let you like search up GIFs and you can like make your own like essentially like GIF collage, and they end up looking like super crazy cool. And A keeps the case. Is there any new music dropping soon? Yes, actually. So funnily enough, this Friday I'm dropping like an instrumental, or not an instrumental, but like it's an instrumental song that I made for a video game. Drops on Friday. So it'll be like from the soundtrack, essentially, just the single. And then September 23rd, we're dropping Monster Tape 1. So the follow-up to this album. So I'm just like literally after this, this week I'm starting to work on all the bonus content for, oh my God, like, I don't like to use the word content, but like deluxe features or bonus features, that's what I'm trying to say for it. So like all the song breakdowns, all like the story, I think the PowerPoint, make the live show for it and stuff, or the live show recording. So yeah, so like, and literally in like less than like 45 days, a whole brand new 14-track album, unreleased, drops. And Frank says, yeah, John's app is a canvas to make stuff with, which is really fun, and also basically free visuals forever. Oh yeah, good point. I never thought of it as like a visuals app. That's a great point. Oh yeah. And A keeps the case says, "Word, I need to be notified." Yeah, I think if you're in my Kaiju Club, the free email thing, I'll send you a bunch of emails when it drops. Otherwise, I'll be posting a ton on Instagram when it drops too. But Loki, I would definitely join the Kaiju Club because I'll give you like free stuff when the album drops. Whereas all the Instagram people just get the album by itself. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna make the deluxe edition essentially something you gotta pay for. Unless you're in the Kaiju Club, then I'll just give you all the deluxe edition stuff for free. And yeah, Monster Tape 1. And it keeps saying says bet. Yeah, I got you. So yeah. Anything. But yeah, but I'm stoked that CD sales are coming back. Because low-key, I like making CDs way more. Because they're like, I mean, not that I like making them more, but it's a lot easier. Because vinyl takes like 10 weeks to get made. Brett CDs that can be like, yo, I need them by Friday. And they're like, I bet. That and like, I don't know, just more convenient. I like playing CDs in my car a lot. And so those is just rip and burn pretty much. I know, right? Yeah. What's nice though is that the latest Monster Tape ones, or Monster Tape Zeros, I get them stamped out. So like, those do take a while to get made, but I order such big batches that it works out. Because there's a certain point where like burning takes longer than just to like press them. But yeah, but I like doing small batch CDs because it's so much more maintainable. And Cute says we're going turbo bananas. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh yeah. If you haven't checked the channel points, it might let you do it if you want. Whoever can get to it first. So I made it so it's not just like you can't like spam it, but yeah.
Drive a 94 Integra LS and I'm going turbo by the end of the summer.
There you go, dude. I made a little soundboard. So yeah. Somebody else said, hey! Yeah. Yeah, for context. What's it called? The little intro to the song says, I drive a 94 Integra LS and I'm going turbo by the end of this summer. But everyone thought it said turbo bananas. So that's what turbo bananas is. You can play the intro to VTech. And Hippie God, howdy, finally back. Hey, thanks for stopping by, dude. Glad to hear that got some time away from work again. Somebody else says it's perfect. I'm glad to hear it, dude. Yeah, I'll try to add more if I can. But yeah. Hey, Michael.
Order from Michael.
Thank you, Michael. If you're watching, let me know. I'll pack it right now. Oh my god. And otherwise, what else is going on? Oh yeah, we talked about how Rubbers is AI. Talked about that. Yeah, it's wild that it was, dude. And Hippie God says, what heat and time do you put your hot dogs in the air fryer? I'm hungry, I want to try it out right now. I don't remember off the top of my head because I haven't done it in a while. Because I stopped eating hot dogs as much because they have like less protein than you would think. But I want to say it was like 350 for like 10 minutes. Let me Google. How long cook hot dog in air fryer? Yeah, I'd say do 350 for like 7 minutes, check it, and then do a little bit longer if you need. Oh, actually, no, someone here says 350 for 10 minutes and just flip them halfway. Yeah, so 350, 10 minutes, flip halfway. So 5 minutes one side, 5 minutes the other side, and you'll be good to go. Yeah, tonight I'm gonna be eating chicken and rice. That's all I can eat these days. My stomach's so messed up. And Skyer says 350 for 10 minutes or 3,500 degrees for 1 minute. Good point, dude. We could do that too. That technically should work. Just cook them on the sun real quick for a millisecond. And Silvio says, did you catch the sale that was happening for the Samsung 4TB SSD? I did not. That being said, though, I'm thankfully like kind of good on storage. Like I'm not like running out on anything, and I have like a bunch of external hard drives already. And Cute says, do you listen to K-pop? Not really, unless it's New Jeans. New Jeans, I love New Jeans. But yeah. Are you a K-pop stan, Cute? Oh, and Simply Dale, I did listen to Waste Your Heart by Magnus Farrell. Waste Your Heart's pretty good. I listened to all of Magnus Farrell's like top songs. Magnus Farrell has a ton of bangers. That being said, though, I think the current single that they've been like promoting a lot is definitely the best song. And what's it called? Q says they're pretty big on K-pop. That's what's up. I'm glad to hear you also love New Jeans. Yeah, I'm so sad that they, you know, I mean, Hyde broke them up, and like now it's all like all this legal drama, and it's like, dude, just let them make music. Just make them make music, or at least just give us Danielle, dude. Just let Daniel go solo, please. And somebody else says it was a drop from 1,000 to 350. I had to agree. Oh, that's crazy. Like saved $650. That's crazy, dude. But yo, Mothman, what's up? What's hip hop happening, dude? Nothing much. We're just over here signing CDs, chilling, hanging out. How about you? How you been? And somebody else says, I did listen to Asleep Talking by Magnus Farrell. I was really blown away. Dude, I'm telling you, it's such a ridiculous banger. It is such a banger, dude. It's crazy. But I'm glad to hear you were blown away, dude. Yeah, I've been bumping it like every day. And Cute says, they look so unhappy in the new promos as well. It's genuinely crushing. It really is, dude. Every time I see New Jeans on my feed, I'm like, why did you guys do this, dude? All this like BS drama for no reason. I mean, it was all like so unnecessary too. That's like the biggest thing. And oh yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. I meant to talk about that forever ago. Who is it? But who's it says my news tab's all over the place. From Chipotle getting rid of jalapenos thanks to this virus, to Suno AI losing a copyright infringement case. Yeah, Suno lost. I was like, because I subscribe to this like not, I guess, blog, but it's called Music Business Worldwide. So it's all like the music industry news. And yeah, in Germany, Suno lost a copyright case in like German courts. So technically there's a part in like they had to owe a bunch of money to like German stuff. So they pretty much they lost, but they're still debating on like what the punishment's going to be. So yeah, now they're in the phase of like, okay, well, how much money do you owe for like just stealing copyright of like people in Germany? But the thing is that's like only one court. So we'll see. Hopefully it sets a precedence for other places, but you know. I know, right? Yeah. But so yeah, so hopefully other courts are like, you know what, we kind of agree with Germany. You guys kind of need to wrap it up. But Cute says, and Hype just keeps making new groups instead of trying to fix what they have currently. I know, that's weird. I don't know. They're so, I don't know. I don't know what's Hype doing, dude. They gotta get their stuff together. And Mothman says, been tired. I got up hella early today for work. Put in some overtime, and man, it was sweaty in the shop. So glad I've showered. Oh, did I feel you? Yeah, after this stream, I'm gonna go up to the gym. And I don't know, that post-gym, post-sweaty shower is like, oh, it's so nice. That's because I live in Arizona, so it's like so hot out here, dude. Taking a shower is like ridiculously refreshing. And Cute says, yeah, losing copyright cases? What a shocker. I know, right? Yeah. And who just says, guess the future is turning up Millhouse on this. Yeah, no, yeah. We'll see, hopefully. Somebody else says, need that punishment to be harsh and staple? Yeah. Stable? Yeah. I agree. I hope Germany isn't messing around. Because they can demand, like, yo, you owe 1 gabillion euros because we're the judges. Hopefully they just, like, bankrupt them at the end of there. And Cute says, it sucks not to be able to properly work out right now. I'm not gonna lie, what happened? Why not? Because it's too hot. I wouldn't blame you if it's too hot. Oh yeah, I was just looking at, like, I haven't been like tracking it, but I looked at it. I've lost 15 pounds since July, which is crazy. Cause like I lost a bunch of weight, like since March. I already like lost like 15 pounds, and I lost like another 15 pounds on top of that. So I've like lost a lot of weight, dude. You might get what you wanted, since that case might getting it will affect others too. Yeah. Yeah, so at this point, like all the AI music companies in Germany probably are gonna get wrecked because courts tend to just side with whatever the last court decided. So yeah. Shouts out to Germany for coming through for us. But Mothman says, yay, what are we planning for the gym? I had a little push day this morning before work and my arms are sore. Congrats on the weight loss. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it, Mothman. Yeah, so I just do the same routine every time. I do 50 pound barbells on each arm. And I do like this way, so like hammer lifts, I think they're called, barbells. And then after that, I have like the little, you know, like the little rope thing where you pull it down like that. I do one of these for like I think 170 pounds, that 170 pounds chest press, and then I now upgraded to 140 on the lateral pull down. And then I do like a 1 hour like cardio walk at night. And it's still like, because Arizona is still like 100 degrees outside, so I walk around at 100 degrees at night. And yeah, that's my usual routine. I just do it every other day. And Cute says, I've been running like hell recently, but now my tendons hurt, so I gotta let it rest for a while before I can get back to it. Which sucks even more because the Achilles tendon is one of the muscles that takes longest to heal. Oh, that's a bummer, dude. Yeah. Yeah, runner's injuries are tough. Because I had a buddy that was a runner, and they were telling me all the time of like, you know, if you like hurt something running, it's like, it takes forever for it to heal. Because it's like such a like a repetitive stress thing. So like your body has to like get used, and you have to walk. So like you're always putting pressure on it. But I'm sitting, I hope you feel better soon, Cute. I hope your body heals like Wolverine or something. You get the Wolverine powers, dog. This video says, let the cascading chain reaction begin. We need a reset. Yeah, we really do, dude. On the whole like AI copyright courts, do we know? We need a reset. Even like image generation too. That also needs a reset. What's nice though is that we can kind of see how things are going with music with like, you know, illustrators and stuff. Because illustrators didn't stop getting paid. Like there's still people making awesome art all the time. So I think now that I say that out loud, I think we're gonna be all right. And people tend to avoid businesses that use like AI visuals anyway. So yeah. And Cute says, I'm able to do 5 miles without breathing through my mouth now. Oh, wow, that's impressive, dude. That's wild. You can run for 5 miles and not breathe through your mouth. That's cool, you're a runner. I didn't know. What are the benefits of not breathing through your mouth? Cute, is there one, or are you just more trying like a endurance type of thing? I'm still waiting for that meteor, though. That's comedy. But Roses, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you. How you been? How's your Tuesday? And Mothman says, what the hell? You got a sauna walk going on? Yeah. Well, it's just so hot out here in Phoenix, dude. And like, I could just stay inside like the gym building and do the treadmill, but just I don't know. Something so much nicer about just being outdoors. You know what I mean? Like, I love just like breathing outdoor air. Cause I don't know, cause I'm in this studio all day working on music stuff. So it's just nice to go outside and like breathe actual air. And Cute says, I just like running, and I guess I've done running long enough where that just kind of happened. That's cool, dude. That's so random, though. But dope, dude. That's a cool power to have that you just gotta develop. by chance. And Rosa says, good as my mom's birthday today. Oh, happy birthday to your mom, Roses. If it's not weird, tell your mom we say happy birthday. Are y'all like eating any good cake or anything, or doing anything special for the day, Roses? And Mothman says, do you be hitting legs too? Sorry if you... No worries, dude. Love a good heavy leg day. So this is like my hot take. I mean, I'll do a leg reveal. That's not weird. Can I do a leg reveal? Yeah, so I skate. So because of that, that's what I do as leg day. So I skate once a week with my buddy. And like, I don't know, I've just been skating for like 16 years, but like, I can't even do a leg reveal because my thighs have so much muscle from skating for like half my life that like, I don't know, I don't have like super mega buff legs, but my calves are crazy. You know what I mean? So I don't hit legs just because I skate pretty much. And like, you can see like there's, you know, I mean, calf muscle right there. I don't have like chicken legs, and I can't even pull my whole pant leg up because it's just straight thigh muscle. But yeah. I hope it's not weird, but I hope I answered your question. So yeah, because all my like gym buddies are just like, you gotta hit legs, you gotta hit legs. I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, like, my thighs, like, I have buff legs, dude. I always kind of have. So yeah. But Rosa says a cantaloupe flavored cake apparently, and thinks it's not weird. Okay, cool. Yeah, you're welcome. Cantaloupe. What's it called? Cantaloupe flavor is interesting. Not gonna lie. But that's cool. I hope your mom likes, I mean, if your mom likes cantaloupe, I hope she's like stoked on the cake. That sounds hella good. And Cute says, I've been thinking about doing it. I think I've been doing it since October last year. Went down from 215 to 186 now. Oh, sick, dude. At least that's time I weighed myself. Dude, congrats on your weight loss as well. How tall are you, dog? If you don't mind me asking. Just so I can put it into perspective. Because I hit 202, but I'm 6'1". And yeah, that's a video. We're on the same page. That's a very interesting cake flavor. Happy birthday. Yeah, that's sick. And Zaku says, yeah, dog. Haha, leg day. What? My entire life has been leg day. That's what I'm saying. Zaku skates. Zaku knows what's up. My whole life has been, I've been doing leg day every day since, not every day, but I've been doing leg day since I was 12. So yeah. But dude, Alien from Pizza Planet, that's super sick. That's such a sick name, dude. That's such a dope name. Shredded. What's your best/favorite trick for skating? So my favorite trick used to be nollie inward heel, because I could just like, it was like pressing triangle in my brain, just like nollie inward heel. You know what I mean? But because I don't skate as much as I used to, they're getting a lot harder. I'm just getting older too. So now these days, dude, just doing a kickflip feels just good. I just like a normal kickflip. Or like a kickflip up a little like up ledge. It never stops feeling cool. But favorite trick to watch? I like a good like Smith grind, or like a good nose grind. But yeah. But and I guess like on the ledge, my favorite, I like nollie nose slide. That's like my favorite like trick to do on a ledge. It's just like bloop, bloop. I don't know. But Cute says, I'm 5'6", so I was massively overweight. Still overweight, but definitely much better than before. That's, dude, congrats on that, dude. Congrats on that. Well, yeah, dude. Happy to hear you're like getting healthy, man. That's what's up. That's super what's up, dog. And yeah, but yeah, even just getting better. Like, I don't know. I have a buddy that I go to the gym with. Actually, we're supposed to go today, but they got sick. But yeah, they were in like a similar boat, but they like lost a lot of weight, and like it's just been like night and day difference for them. They've just been feeling so much better. They got a girlfriend. Like, it was just like a crush. You know what I mean? Even though like they're not done with their journey yet, but just even like the progress being made is like brought so many nice things into life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy for you, Cute. That's sick. And Rosa says, yeah, we like melons, so we'll see how it goes. And yeah, that's cool. Y'all like melons. Yeah, melons are dank. I don't know if I could eat melons anymore. I might be able to, you know, because I have my stomach thing, Roses, but still. I mean, it's not that you're inviting me, but you know what I'm trying to say. I'm glad to hear y'all like melons. That's cool. Somebody else says, you probably have some strong-ass legs, lol. So what's funny is, yes, but also on top of the skating, my dad used to like make fun of my mom because my dad would be like, you got horse legs. So I think strong legs also just runs in my family. Because my dad was like, yeah, your mom will kick me in my sleep. And like, I've never felt so much pain in my life. You know what I mean? So yeah. And Donna Vaughn, dude, what's up, dude? Thanks for stopping by. How you doing? Hard flips for show? Yeah, low-key, I got a good hard flip. Back in the day, dude, I used to be hard flip in, dude. There was to be one like Monster Tape Zero thing I had where it was like the album, but it was like me skating. I ever saw the one where I did a hard flip, double late flip on a pyramid. That was hella fun. But Alien Pizza Planet, thanks. I love the name Groovy Kaiju as well. I think you do appreciate it. And yeah, you can't go wrong with a simple kickflip. Nollie nose grind is very satisfying to watch. I agree. Oh yeah. Well, I guess I'll maybe mix up my words, but I like watching nose grinds and Nollie nose slides. Those are my favorites. And Mothman says, "Oh, I see. That's awesome. Sleeper leg build." Yeah, yeah. Because I low key. I mean, these pants. I like have to buy bigger pants, or else like, cause I wear like pants that like fit me correctly. They tend to just hug my thighs super hard. Because like, my thighs are like, I'm like a Squidward low key. You know the episodes when Squidward eats Krabby Patties? That's kind of how my lower body feels. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just from all the skating. And Mothman says my balance is terrible. Yeah, I mean, you know, yeah. Just the more you do it, the better you get at it. Like you hit a certain point where like you feel more comfortable on a skateboard than like just walking. But it just takes like, you know, just keep trying at it and learn how to fall. That helps a lot. You like, you know, once you get comfortable falling, then like you get a lot less scared. Hey, Roses, I just saw the title amount. Oh yeah, Roses, if you want, I made like a little like limit on it so people can't spam it. But check the channel points, Roses. I did something for you. And Alien Pizza Planet, hard flips are like super spinning, right? I'm glad your friend rode the momentum, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, hard flips are like, you have to like, I don't know, I pop mine like, you know, most people pop their hard flips like, I don't know if I could, you know, they do like a, can't show on the pencil, but they do it like that almost. I do mine like vertical half flip style, like, so like, kind of like Chad Muska-ish. And Cute says, my legs have always been weirdly strong, training or not. Yeah, dude, we just got those, we got the horse leg gene, dude. Me and you both, Cute. And she says horse legs low. I think that's a compliment, not gonna lie. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool to have them. Low-key, it kind of is. And Rosa says, cursed. It really is such a cursed seed. I don't know, because it's so cursed, Rosa, it's like burned into my brain. I could like perfectly recall it in color as a kid. You know what I mean? But Hippie God says, dude, these air fried hot dogs are great. Hey, I'm glad, dude. I told you. They're smacking, dude. And you don't have to like, you know, boil all that water. You can just like, just throw them in the air fryer and boom. I'm glad you like them, dog. Thanks for taking the recommendation. I'm telling you, we gotta do Groovy Kaiju, man. But somebody else says, I gotta get back to it. Used to do my Muay Thai kick. Oh my god. Used to do Muay Thai. My kick attacks were always my favorite to do. Low key, because of all the skating, I knew if I were to train in Muay Thai, I would be dangerous, dude. Because Muay Thai is like, isn't it like you aim for the shins and like you try to like break people's femurs? It's crazy. Muay Thai is like, if I'm not mistaken, it's like the most effective when it comes to like damage martial art, right? And Rosa says, oh, awesome. So there's a limit that can work for the cat cam? I guess so, yeah. But the thing is still, it's just like, I don't want to, you know, put my cat in a cage. I'll think about it more. But yeah, but I just made like a cooldown so people can't just be like, turbo bananas, turbo bananas, turbo bananas. But yeah, I think it's like every 10 or 20 minutes you can turbo bananas if you have the channel points for it. So yeah. But Lost Elo says, that's true, lol. The first time I tried to drop into a bowl, I landed wrong and broke both my wrists. Yeah, so, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's a bummer. But yeah, dude, learning how to fall when skating like is really important. Like it's an actual thing. So if you can't, like, dead ass. I mean, if someone, usually people at the skate park can be nice. But like the secret to it is that like, what I would do whenever I teach someone how to skate is you stand on the board and we're gonna, before you even start riding the board, we're gonna stand on it and we're gonna like fall off of it on purpose. And like the whole secret is that you want to not put your arms out. Don't try to like, you know what I mean? Don't just like hit the ground. The secret is that you want to like roll into the fall. So I make them like practice falling for 5 minutes until it becomes like semi-subconscious. So when they do fall, they already start, their body just starts to turn. You know what I mean? And then it hurts way less. So yeah. And Cute says, never tried air fried hot dogs? Yeah. Hippie God just tried it because we were talking about it when the stream first started. And they're saying they're busting, dude. They're busting. And Mafia says, lol, I feel that though. I'm trying to be on loose fitting pants and they'll be super tight around the thighs, turning into skinny jeans. Exactly the same. They even just recently I bought new pants, like a size down because I like, you know, lost a lot of weight. And even those I'm kind of like, I hope no one can like, he's like, why are your pants so tight? You know, because like they're perfect around the waist, but now they're just like kind of tight on my thighs. But low-key happy to have that issue. I worked hard for that. Yeah, that's exactly. It is like a nice issue to have. Is that I'm so buff. My clothes can't help but show off how buff I am. So yeah. Subadale says, I believe so from grappling to hold. The kid has it all. Yeah. Yeah, Muay Thai is super sick, dude. That's cool you're in it. Do you have like any like cool Muay Thai stories, Simply Deo? Any like funny ones? Or ones that you're just like, I kicked this guy in the face. You know what I mean? And Hippie God says, me personally, I wear parachute pants. That's sick. And samurai pants. Fits my style a lot more. I'm very comfortable. Yeah, I feel like if you can pull it off, like they're super sick. Like the parachute pants are super, super dope. I've skated for so long, Hippie God, that like I can't. It's hard for me to like think of fashion outside of skateboarding these days. I've been skating for so long. I can't not dress like a skateboarder. And Rosa says, a better idea for cat cam, just simply set up a spot your cats enjoy napping on and no pressure to have them on camera. Oh yeah, no, I don't feel pressured at all, Roses. Thank you. Yeah, y'all think about it, because I have to feed a camera to my computer down here into the living room. That's where they hang out. It's like they sleep on the couches in the living room. So yeah. But I'll think about it. Maybe I could set like a wireless one again or something. But yeah. Well, thank you for the suggestion, Rosa. I appreciate it. And Cute says, just saw Kingdom Hearts coming to Fortnite. Next season is kind of cool, not gonna lie. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I think they announced it like a while back. I'm always stoked to see Kingdom Hearts coming to more stuff. I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts fan. Even though the story is so complex and complicated. And Subadale says, for a funny Muay Thai story, I remember we were practicing moves. The idea is to press down on the stomach of your attacker so they don't get up as you get up. And my partner was full of gas that day. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, dude. I already know this is, I already know. That's comedy. Yeah, that happened low-key once with someone I was dating. I think we were like getting out of bed and she like put her hand on my stomach as she stood up and I was like, why'd you do that? You know what I mean? Somebody else says, yeah, it would take 5. We couldn't stop dying after. Yeah, I bet. I'd have been crying laughing. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a couple funny times where, you know, like, because when you're like in high school, you're just skating, so like all you can afford is like McDonald's, so you eat like a bunch of fast food, which doesn't gonna sit in your stomach well, but you're like end up skating for the rest of the day. I remember one time I like fell skating, like not like bad, but I fell forward, rolled, and like rolled on top of my stomach and just like farted super hard. Yeah, I mean, so it was like a toot, doop. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty funny. But Cute says they're adding a bunch of gaming stuff to next season, like Sonic, Eggman, Persona. That's cool, dude. Yeah, that's dope. You're adding everyone in Fortnite. It's like Smash Ultimate. Everyone is here. And Sibley Dale says, is Sonic really coming this time? Not just some shoes or decals? I hope so. That'd be sick. Gotta get Sonic in Fortnite, dude. I'll check right now for you. I believe Sonic is actually going to be of a real skin. Let's see. Yeah, it says, what the? Yeah, it says they even found the skin in the files for Sonic. So it's not available yet, but like they like data mined it and Sonic's supposed to be in it. So yeah. And Sky says, bruh, does Fortnite need to consume more? That's true, yeah. It is wild how much Fortnite blew up. Like they kind of were like, yo, let's just make like Roblox, but 10 times more crazy. And it's just so funny too how long it was in early access and all that. It's just like, it is such like a weird concept for a game. And so Dale, what the emote? That's funny. I'm making him wear Jordan 4s. That's gonna be sick, dude. I love all like the Godzilla's wearing Jordans. Those are always comedy. People would send that to me when they first dropped, like all the time. And Cute says, I hope since they're adding Sega stuff, they add some more Jet Set Radio stuff. That would be super sick, dude. Isn't Sega working on a new Jet Set Radio? Finally? After everyone already made like Jet Set Radio but better. I'm super hyped for the next Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Bomb Rush was like one of my favorite games. I think Bomb Rush was like the last game I like really sat down to play before I like was like, okay, now I really gotta lock into music stuff. And Suido says, if that was our teaser for the game being almost done, I'd be super happy. Oh, I know, right? That would be super sick if it was like, hey, Jet Set Radio's coming out soon. By the way, we made a Fortnite skin for it. And Cute says, there's a Jet Set Radio in the works, but we've heard nothing about it since the initial announcement. Yeah, exactly. I remember when Starjunk added Sega on Instagram, was like, please let me make a song. I must make a song for the new Jet Set Radio. That was like, hell yeah. Somebody else says the next Bomb Rush needs to come out as well. Yeah, dude. Really, though. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do Bomb Rush visuals for my next like Monster Tape 0 thing, or maybe Monster Tape 1. I might just use them for that. Because what's cool is I think I mentioned it last time. I was telling Roses. I remember Roses was like, "Yo, I'm stoked to see that." But I commissioned like a 3D version of me DJing like Monster Tape 0 style, and I have to like make new visuals. So I want to like put DJ me in front of like some video game visuals, like 3D low poly me. I don't know. It'll be cool when I'm done with it. I'll post it on Instagram and stuff when it's ready. Oh, before I forget too, I have a friend visiting me on Sunday, so we're not streaming this Sunday. We'll stream again on Tuesday, and we'll go back to the normal schedule. But just throwing that out there real quick. Don't remind me to not forget to say it again before we stop streaming today. But yeah, I have a buddy visiting me for a baseball game, and I like just texted them to like what's it called, to confirm they were still coming. Like, yes, so like, all right, cool. But somebody else says, I think they wrapped up on the graffiti to be used. They finished a contest for submitted pieces recently. Oh, sick! Heck yeah, that's what's up. That's cool to hear that they got all the graffiti they needed. That's such a sick thing too, to be like, yo, we need pieces for our game. Who's it says noted. Somebody else says gotcha. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Hey, Alien from Pizza Planet. Oh, sorry, I was checking out Monster Tape 0 and I've been planning on grabbing it for the longest time. Probably Be leaving now. Expect my order soon. Heck yeah, dude. I'm excited for Alien Pizza Planet. Yeah, I mean, no pressure. No pressure. But if you get it in today, I'll pack it tonight after I get back from the gym. But if you want to do later, that's fine. Whenever you're ready, I'm ready, dude. So, yeah. And I'm signing them right now. So, yeah. But, dude, you have a great night as well, Pizza Planet. And you keep it, keep it groovy as well. Dude, take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. Also, I just noticed your icon is the little, like, three-eyed aliens from Toy Story. That's sick, dude. Have a great night, dude. And Cute says low poly like the music videos from Adore. If you've heard of them, I've heard of Adore. I don't think I've seen the music videos though. Let me check. Adore music video. It's all these songs called. Oh yeah. So yeah, low poly like that, like Adore. Like pretty similar, low key. Like it's not gonna be. Yeah, like that. Like, have you seen the low poly Mustard Zero thing I've been doing? It's on my Instagram. It's like that style. But yeah, but like Adore. I'll see this later. Rose says the hydrate. I got you, Roses. Got my water right here. But otherwise, like, did y'all? Because I've been telling y'all, I've been super stoked on the new Charlie XCX album and the new Ariana Grande album, and Needle Drop. Anthony Fantano did reviews for both, and it's funny because I like 3 of the songs from Charlie XCX. Oh, I guess real quick, Pizza Planet says, "Thanks, appreciate it. I will keep it groovy. And I like to say, you're my inspo, so keep the great work. Till next time, thank you. I'm so happy to hear that I can inspire you, dog. Thank you for letting me know. Glad you're gonna keep it groovy, and I'll definitely keep the great work. You keep being awesome as well, dog. I appreciate you. Till next time, Pizza Planet." And Cute says, "I'm gonna head out too. Gonna watch some anime before I actually fall asleep from now. Have a good night. Have a good night, Cute. Thanks for stopping by, dog. And yeah, dude, enjoy your anime. Take it easy." But yeah, Anthony Fantano reviewed the new Charlie XCX album and the Ariana Grande album. But it's funny because I like 3 of the songs from Charlie XCX's new album a lot. But the rest of the album for me, I'm like, this ain't it. This ain't it. I don't like it. So I think it's not a good album, but it has a lot of good songs, if that makes sense. Whereas the new Ariana Grande album, I think is a banging album, but like not every song. Like the songs like on Charlie XCX, I think hooked me more, but Ariana Grande made the better album, if that makes sense. Because it's like, I don't know, I think it's really good. But it's funny because Anthony Fantano like had the exact opposite review as me, where he was like, "New Charlie X album is amazing. You know, there's some flaws here and there, but 8 out of 10." And then you get Pedal like a 5 out of 10. But I would have completely flipped it. I'd have been like, Pedal's 8 out of 10. Charlie XX is 5 out of 10. So it was really comedy. I was like, how did I find my evil twin in music taste? But yeah, what do y'all think about Anthony Fantano's reviews? Do y'all have ever watch them? Do you have any opinions? I'm not gonna lie, when he first dropped, I absolutely hated all of his like music opinions. But then I feel like at some point we like converged, and then now it's like a mixed bag where sometimes I'm like, okay, my man's just spitting. Sometimes I'm like, dog, you gotta clean your ears, bro. You know what I mean? And if they ever see this by any chance, not to be rude, but whenever I listen to music and I'm like, what does the average person think of this album? I'll watch his reviews. You know what I mean? That makes any sense. Like if like a really good rap album comes out and I'm like, this album's dang, I'll be like, But what does the average person think about this? I'll watch his reviews. He's like my litmus test for like, what does America think of this album? It's kind of funny. And somebody else says, I never watched any I Expect for the new Grows album. I don't really know him because of the meme. Yeah, his memes are pretty dank, I'm not gonna lie. Anthony Fantano does have some pretty good memes. And but yeah, no, I'll watch him from time to time, just whenever I'm like, I guess going back, yeah, I said the same thing, like, my bad. I said it so many times, but yeah, just if I'm ever trying to dive deeper into an album, I'm like, what about about this? I like watch him. But who is it says, I just stay away from music opinions, don't need people reading my taste for me. That's very valid. Yeah, I feel like some people have wildly bad music opinions. Not gonna lie. Like wildly bad music opinions. So it's probably for the best, because sometimes it does just make me like more angry than anything. Who is it? That's maybe one of my like vices, is like watching music opinions. But Alien Pizza Planet says, I changed my mind about hearing about these new albums that piqued my interest. Oh wow. What makes you give the new Charlie album a lower rating? Was it not what you were expecting? I'd give it a lower rating just because Camera is like ridiculously, absolutely banging masterpiece of a song. Wink Wink is really good. Spring Summer 2026 is really, really good. But the first single she led with, I feel like the lyrics were, they were fine, but I don't know, there's like a certain, I feel like there's like a, I don't know, I make a lot of glitchy music. Yeah, I mean, I make a lot of experimental glitchy music. And I really dislike that she's like, we're making rock. And like, I think that goes on for way too long, where it's like no longer like rhythmically, I don't know, it just doesn't rhythmically match my taste. You know what I mean? So yeah. And I know part of that song was like kind of like a response to Brat of being like, you can't put me in a box, we're making rock music now. And I don't know, which is fine. I wasn't expecting another Brat. You know, she doesn't have to make, I don't need her to make Brat 2, because, you know, we wouldn't have had Wink Wink Camera if she tried to make Brat 2, so I'm cool with that. But, yeah, but all the other songs just like, I don't know, they just weren't really, for lack of a better words, good, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like a lot of the rock production was like, you know, they were trying to like make, you know, rock music, but inside of a DAW, they weren't like necessarily recording as much, and there was more live instrumentation, but it's like this weird like hybrid electronic rock thing that I feel like just didn't really land for most of the time. But when it did land, it was super good. But yeah, and like a lot of the lyrical content is good, but I don't know, I feel like they weren't cooking in the studio, weren't cooking with gas in the studio. I feel like there was a lot of like, I don't know, the production on it, I guess is what I'm trying to say, just didn't really hit me right. It was missing like flavor. Because like, again, not to compare it just to Brat, but like a lot of her stuff has like a lot of the hyperpop stuff she does, whether it's Brat or it's like Vroom Vroom or stuff like that. There's a lot of like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of like, in it, like a lot of flavor. Whereas this one, I feel like they took all the flavor away to try to like be more experimental. But I'm like, where's the, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the lyrics had soul, the delivery had soul, but like some of the production was just like, just trying to be different. I mean, I don't know, does that make sense? I don't know, I hope so. But Skyr says, yeah, definitely a mixed bag for me as well, though it's fun watching him tear into some absolute trash. Yes, Skyr, it is nice. When you agree with any Fantano on an album's bad, it's like, oh, hell yeah, like, please, chef's kiss. Do it, bro. Go for it, dog. Please tear into how bad the album is. So, yeah. I'm glad you filled me on that, Skyr, yeah. But yeah, but it's funny to me because like I feel like a lot of the times Anthony Fantano will be like, ugh, the mixing on this album is so bad. I'm like, dude, no, it's not. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And then he'll be like, oh, I love this like classic Beatles record that they recorded on a fucking toilet paper tube. The mixing is so good. What are you smoking, bro? Like, that's the thing about I hear about like critics is that you understand their taste, so you go to them to understand their opinion, if that makes sense. So like if I know a critic loves an album, then I know I'm not gonna like it. You know what I mean? Or like if our tastes are different, then I know depending on what they review, I could just do the opposite or realign. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that he's consistent in his taste. But like, I don't know, sometimes he'll just be like, I'm giving this album less score because the mixing is bad. I'm like, the mixing is great. What are you talking about? So yeah. Like, I think he said like a lot of like every Thundercat album I've watched in reviews, like the mixing is so bad. They don't know how to mix his bass over his vocals. And I'm like, he's a bass player. Inshallah, he's a bass player. Like, what do you think he can do? Just lower his instrument? Like, you just don't like his... Sounds like you just don't like his music. I'll just randomly blame the mixing. And it's crazy because the Ariana Grande album, he was like, oh, like you could barely hear her voice. It's so quiet in the mix. I was like, the first time I heard it, I was like, damn, they really mixed her voice really high. Like, it's really loud compared to everything else. So I'm like, are we hearing the same album, bro? What headphones are you using? So yeah. But Alien Pizza Planet, I'm in my bed. Alien Pizza Planet, okay, I'm excited to listen to it because for new taste, I get that. Does it sound like a fishmonger or wall stalker from Underscores at all? Honestly, Underscores, I hate to admit it, Pizza Planet is on my like to listen to. I haven't taken the time yet to like really dive into Underscores yet. I've been seeing them around the internet and stuff, and I've been wanting to listen to their stuff. But so I wouldn't be able to compare quite yet because I haven't taken the time to like really listen to the whole discography. So I'm kind of goofy that if I like an artist enough, like most of the time, not even like if I like 10 of your songs, I'm listening to your entire discography because I want the hidden gems too. So like, yeah, like Magnus, I think barely missed the cut for me being like, we listen to every album because some of his stuff sounds more like making pop soul music. You know what I mean? So nothing was like, oh shit, I gotta hear every song you made. So yeah, so I haven't taken the time to listen to Underscores yet because I have a feeling I'm gonna like their stuff enough to like, okay, let me spend an entire day listening to your entire discography. But Pizza Planet says, oh, what's the most outrageous take you've heard or you just don't agree with a music critic? I mean, what's crazy is like, didn't Pitchfork originally review Donuts as like a 3 album, like 3 out of 10 from Jay Dilla? Yeah, I guess Pitchfork originally gave I think Pitchfork originally gave Donuts a 7.9, but they later like went back and re-reviewed it and gave it a perfect 10. So yeah, so I think it's stuff like that because Donuts is like one of the like it's probably the most influential hip hop album when it comes to production of like maybe of all time. So Alien Pizza Planet 3 out of 10. I know, yeah, it was 7.9, which that's more understandable. But there is some album where well, what happened with Pizza Planet is that they originally reviewed it when it first dropped, and now they gave it a perfect 10 after the fact. After they like were like, ooh, we kind of missed the mark on not calling this a good album. You know what I mean? Because now it's like books are written about Donuts and how much it's impacted all of music. You know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, but there is some album, I forgot which one it was, but there was an album where they gave it a 3 and then like came back and they were like, ooh, we really messed up by saying this was a 3. And they came back and said it was a perfect 10. But yeah. So probably that. I think there's lots of stuff that like I feel like music critics sometimes will just like pass over because like, it's just some weird internet thing, and then they come back around and go like, oh my god, it's the best album ever made. It's like, yeah, wild, bro. He was wilding back then. Because that's the thing is that I feel like sometimes with like music media review people, it's like they tend to like, I don't know, because the job is to just get clicks on a thing. You know what I mean? So sometimes they'll just give it to whatever critic is willing to listen to it. And it's like, I don't know, man, you gotta have like someone who like genuinely loves the thing write the review, I feel like, or else you're like not really doing it justice. But Alien Pizza Planet says, I've never heard of it, but hearing it's influential makes me think I've heard it without realizing. Oh, that's cool, really funny, glad to change their statement. How big is Pitchfork? Pitchfork, I think, is like the biggest music reviewing website of all time. Yeah. I don't know how big their team is or anything, but Pitchfork is quite influential. Like, they even used to throw like music festivals and stuff like that. And like they have like Pitchfork Presents. So like, yeah, they're pretty big. Like they like throw shows all the time. Like Pitchfork is like kind of it's a real thing. They got a pretty popular YouTube channel. They've been around since like the blog era. It's like the 2000s. So yeah. Like Pitchfork is like it's like Anthony Fantano and Pitchfork are like the two music reviewers. But yeah. Yeah, speaking of that too, speaking of music reviews, what's wild is low-key. I know in the vaporwave scene, there was like a little bit where people would be like, well, what's your rate your music? Because people tend to like avoid it because like people said my music was bad, I'll rate your music. And so that was like a whole thing. And I used to keep an eye on it just every once in a while, you know, just to see what's up. And I used to get a little bummed because I think I was like, a lot of my stuff was getting like 3 out of 5s, which was like, okay, yeah, that's not bad. But then I found out like the top album of all of Rate Your Music is like 4 out of 5. I was like, oh, well, I'm actually doing really good. If like the absolute top you can get is like 4. So yeah. Yeah, like the absolute top of, let's say like, I don't know, last year was 3.85. So if you're doing like around 3.8, like you're one of the best. Your music is above the best, or of the best. Which I thought was cool. And yeah, like a lot of my stuff has like 3.6, 3.4, and I was like, okay, cool, thank you. And Monster Tape Zero has 3.79, so it's like, hey, you know what I mean? Because like, if you like didn't really keep up with me, because I watched the whole video essay about Rate Your Music and how like the charts for best album of all time has like shifted, because it's all like user-generated reviews. But yeah, it was like tracking how like year from year the top albums of all time have like shifted. And it's kind of sad too, because it also shows like listener bias, because all the best albums of all time were all like white men, and eventually like, you know, not to put race and gender into it, but like eventually became black men, but like, or no, oh my god, black and white men, but still like women weren't usually represented by like top music of all time charts. But you would think there'd be a lot more, because like, I don't know, there's lots of really good music made by women, like Pink Panthers. Come on now, are you kidding me? You know what I'm saying? I'm over here talking about Charlie XCX. Northwest EP was crazy, you know what I mean? No Name, have you heard No Name rap? Are you kidding me? So yeah. But you get my point, is that if you didn't put it in context of like, yo, this is like as good as the album could be, then you're actually doing pretty good. So yeah. I'm already looking at this. What did Pedal get? What are people saying about Pedal? If it would load, but of course there's 10 gabillion ads. Brother, I gotta search. Pedal as of right. My god, bro, please. Website work. It has a 3? Dang. But yeah. But anyways, that's what's up with music reviews. That's how I feel about music reviews. I I do like music reviews though. I think they're fun. I know like people be having bad takes and they should be talking smack, but I do think it's nice to discuss about music. I'm a music nerd. That's probably why though. I'd be like, let's talk about some music, man. But yeah, other than that, what's been going on? So I got into my first VTuber. Not gonna lie. Oh, actually, before we move on, I mean, just speaking to the void a little bit because of all my astrology stuff, and me and Ariana Grande's church so similar. When she announced the album when it was coming out, I checked all of her astrology stuff, and I was like, album's not gonna be well received, I don't think. And I like the album a lot, but to see all the media come out of like, you know, Anthony Fantano's like, it's a 5. Pitchfork, I think, gave it a 6. You know what I mean? There's always like this controversy around her as a character, but not like the album itself. I was like, I saw it coming. I synced it. So yeah. But Cromer Chen is Benny. What's up, dude? Thanks for stopping by. I'm not caught up enough. Haha. I'm definitely gonna better research my game. Better my research game. I've joined on my PC now. This is Alien. Oh. Oh, Alien Pizza Planet. What's up, Alien, dude? That's what's up. Good to see you. But yeah, dude. Totally, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just really like music interviews and stuff like that. Like when I find an artist too, like if I were to get into Underscores, dog, I would listen to their whole discography, and then I would go and like watch like 10 interviews with them to see like who they are as a person. So yeah, it's just I don't know how my brain operates. But Rosa says, I want to ask how Jermaine is. Yeah, I'll show you Jermaine. Let me move all this out of the way. Yeah, Jermaine's pot got super big. And I don't know, I think it's not good to move a plant once they get this big. But can you see Jermaine? Yeah, Jermaine's doing good though. Or I'll move him over to the side. My back feels a little funny. But yeah, but Jermaine's doing good. They're hanging out. But yeah, they are kind of heavy. Yeah, thanks for asking, Moses. I'm glad to hear you checking on Jermaine. I appreciate you. Like, you for real gave all the Jermaine tips. You called out the pot upgrade twice. So thank you so much. Moses says, better idea, Jermaine Cam. Oh, Jermaine Cam would be sick. I like that one. Yeah, future me versus the VOD, think of a Jermaine Cam. Because that one I could probably do a lot easier. Because that I could like tape a camera or something to the top or something. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Because that could actually reach the computer. This is heck yeah. The orchids I failed taught me that. That's cool, heck yeah. Oh no, I mean that's not cool. I mean orchids you owned. I thought that was an anime name, the orchids I failed. I don't know why I thought that was an anime. But yeah. Heck yeah. The orchids I failed sounds like a sick anime name. A gardening anime? Yours says lol. So I'm sorry to hear about those orchids. Yeah, yesterday I was watching like a Atriarch video about the Korean stock market. Did y'all see that like because of all like the AI memory stuff, the Korea stock market got like super crazy, exploded, and then it all crashed. It was like it got more volatile than like crypto. It's been crazy. And what's like really, really sad is the government was like, hey everyone, you should like take out leverage bets against the Korean stock market because it just keeps going up. So, like pass laws to be like, everyone get in while you can. And then it crashed and the government was like on camera, like crying, like, we're so sorry we passed these laws to let you make these risky stock bets and told kids to do this. Like literally the government. It was crazy. And who was it says Jermaine Cam is better than Bones Breaking? Yeah, no, for real. And Rose says, that's crazy. I know. I was like watching it. I was like, that's wild. This is real life. I can't believe it actually happened. And so do you want to go by Alien or Chomer? But Alien says, yeah, I could agree with that. Whenever I find a new artist that I really love, I get to keep up with your music because I want to start a monster tape, but the orphans I failed. Seems like a very interesting premise for an animator. The orchids I failed. Seems like a very interesting premise for an anime. I know, right? That would be super sick. But thank you. I'm glad you agree. But yeah, whenever you're ready for Monster Tape Zero, dude, like no pressure, no rush. Yeah, I don't blame you if you want to start there. I feel like that's a lot of people's introduction to my music. So I don't blame you if you want to start there as well. Yeah, so the Korean stock market, that was crazy. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I found a VTuber I like. Because of the VTuber I found out that does like tarot stuff. So I've been watching them. And it feels a little interesting to be like watching an anime, such a character do tarot stuff, but it's been pretty cool. They seem pretty dope. So I've been watching their VODs and I'm like, hell yeah, this is sick. It's also just a really good tool to watch like another streamer, like for realsies, because what's it called? I haven't in like a while, you know what I mean? So it's been nice to like kind of like lock back in on that. And Rose says, I encountered a 90s cartoon style pirate VTuber. It's so random. That sounds pretty cool though. What do they use? Are they like playing video games or what do they do? And Rose says, doing anything? I feel it, okay. That's cool, they got their own little like thing going on, they should be chilling. And Rose says, I meant to watch them to see what they do, but it just clashed with some of your days. Yeah, no worries. That's super chilling. Well, I'm honored that you wanted to hang out over here in the meantime. You never feel, you know what I mean, pressured. I'm sorry, I stream at the same time. But yeah. That's like one thing about live streaming that's kind of funny is that like you kind of, there is like a little bit of like a, you know what I mean, oh, what time are you streaming versus me? You know what I mean? Yeah, so when I started streaming too, I even like asked the Kaiju Club, I was like, what time works best for everybody? Yeah, I mean, just get everyone's opinion. And it seemed like this was the one that worked. And Rosa says, it's fine, I love it here. Oh, thank you. Plus, there's only so many I could see anyways. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm glad to hear you always have a good time, Roses. Yeah, it's been a blast. It's been super fun. We've been chilling. All right. Cool. What else I've been watching? Yeah, found a VTuber. But I know, I feel like I've been changing so much recently. That's the thing. Is that what it's like interesting to me? Is that I just never saw myself as like, I'm gonna sit down and watch a VTuber. Like, I'm honestly kind of hyped because tonight I'm gonna go to the gym, make dinner, and then probably just watch VTuber Tarot while I pack orders. Not gonna lie. Also, my bad, Aram, I saw you join on Instagram. It's playing your song. Isn't that cool? But yeah, no pressure to talk if you know. But I just want to call it out if you happen to see this. Be like, hey! Dun, 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 dun. And what's good, brother? Hey, what's up, dude? Yeah, I just wanted to say hi because it's, you know, I shuffle all like my whole catalog, and your remix came up. I'll be talking about all the time. I feel like every stream I'm like, Aaron made this sick remix. Yeah, we're over here just chilling. We're doing Monster Tape Zero, you know, CDs, dude. You know the grind. Who is it says that gives you something to do instead of sitting in silence while doing one thing? Yeah, exactly. Who is it? Like I think I watched a video by a YouTuber called Speed with 3 E's, and they said that like doing like order packing, like logistics, like specifically for like what I'm doing, I think was like #2 happiest job in the world. So they called the guy that does merch for them, and they were like, "Hey, like, are you happy at your job?" He's like, "Yeah, dude, I just throw on podcasts and I just put the stuff in there. I get to like make it look nice. It's like kind of cool." So yeah, it gets overwhelming though. I'm not gonna lie, but if you can like kind of like let go of that and just like, you know, I'm gonna do as much as I can today, it is really nice. Like I wish, and probably if I didn't have to like both do all the music and pack it, like if I was just the pack, I think that would be so. I mean, of course I want to do both, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like just that slice of doing Groovy Kaiju, it is actually kind of like meditative, if that makes sense. Rosa says, I remember there was also a full cow VTuber and a snail. I like seeing unique VTubers. Yeah, unique VTubers are hella funny. A full cow was kind of wild. I know a Strawberry Station, they're also like a feature funk person. They were trying to do a VTubing for a little bit. They have their own character. And Alien says, for sure, I had listened to some of your stuff because it popped up on Instagram. Oh, I think through Cassette Cache VOD, Vault of Discoveries. Yeah, dude. They're super sick. Yeah, I sent him a bunch of my tapes just to be like, yo, man, you want to like, you know, I'll send you some tapes if you're down to like do a video on them. He's like, yeah, sure. And Chomer says, sorry it takes so long. Yeah, no worries, Chomer. Cool, I'll go with Chomer then. But then I started diving through everything you had uploaded for Groovy Kaiju through YouTube Music, and I was hooked from the start of the Cassette Cache video. So I've been really looking forward to grabbing that CD, but I had no money. Yeah, dude, no pressure at all. Whenever it financially makes sense, feel free to grab it. I also have tapes too if you like tapes, but again, only when it makes sense for you. I am not trying to rush you in anything. I'm so chilling, and I appreciate you looking through all my stuff. I'm glad you found me through a Cassette Cache. Yeah, they're awesome. They're super sick. Remember, because if someone makes a Kaiju VTuber, that would be fun to see. Yeah, just like giant like dragon, just like at a table, like with like a low controller or something. That'd be kind of funny. What was also funny too is I never knew what the Bing Chillin' meme was from, because I just always heard people being like, you know, I'm over here Bing Chillin'. I just thought it was funny. So I finally like just YouTube, what is Bing Chillin'? And I didn't realize it was a video of John Cena eating ice cream. And he's speaking Chinese. And I guess the word for ice cream in Mandarin or whatever he was speaking is Bing Chillin'. But it sounds like I'm big chillin', but with an N, like I'm big chillin'. So yeah. So that was my vocal sting for a day, which is John Cena saying Bing Chillin'. And Rosa says Lamau, yeah. I forgot he got memed a lot, yeah. I like that there was a video once where they were interviewing John Cena and they asked him like, how often do you get like jokes about like, oh, where are you, John? I can't see you. And he's like, literally like 10 times a day. He's like, I bet this video's gonna have a comment saying like, it's crazy there was just 3 people on a podcast talking about John Cena and he wasn't even there. And that was literally the top pinned comment, was someone commenting exactly what John Cena said. It was pretty funny. And speaking of wrestlers, I found an Instagram person. I forgot their name, but if you look up, I don't know, like Shawn Michaels be like, Undertaker be like, there's a guy that just like does videos in his backyard, like cosplaying all the famous WWE wrestlers and like over exaggerating how they are. It's pretty funny. Yeah, but I think after this last stack of CDs, we'll go ahead and call it, because I gotta go again. What else I've been watching? Did you hear that? Does anyone here watch Gabby Bell? She's like a reaction YouTuber. She had like a city pop album she dropped. I've been trying to get into it because one of my homies at the tarot night I go to, she like loves reaction YouTubers, and she was like, "What do you think of Gabby Bell's album?" And I was like, "I listened to it. I didn't care too much for it, but I'm trying to give it another shot because I do love the idea of someone who's really nice and cool on YouTube making like a sick city pop album." I'm trying to get into it. Because you know, sometimes like if you listen to an album like the first time you're like, it's okay, and like a week later you're like, yo, this is like the greatest album of all time. What was I smoking the first time I heard it? But Chomer says, that's really cool. And yes, I'm very interested in cassettes. I grabbed 2 new ones from DJ Sweet Blunt. Oh, that's sick, dude. From Tokyo to Honolulu Side Project, Chopped and Screw series. That's sick. You like Chopped and Screwed music, dude. Yeah, same. I really like DJ Little Steve. Their stuff, like all like their soft rock flips or Chopped and Screwed stuff is super sick. Like, dude, I don't know why, but I really like Chopped and Screwed Creed. Not even gonna lie. I even saw some dude at the gas station the other day with a Creed shirt on, and that was like, that's my dude. Anyways, I'm gonna be getting set up on stage. I need that. Rah! Heck yeah. I have an old book radio, cassette player. Listen to. Do you have any retro players? Oh, so for cassette players, Chomer, you have to get them used low-key off of eBay, because if you buy one that's brand new, they don't make the tape heads anymore that are good, so it'll sound like straight dog water if you get a what's it called? New cassette player. So you have to go on eBay and get like low-key, I'd recommend an old Sony Walkman, like an OG Sony Walkman. They've been going up in price a little bit, so they're about like $60, but like they'll sound way better than like if you were to buy a brand new one. So yeah, that's what I just eBay Sony Walkman, eBay. But yo, Micah, what up, dude? How you doing? How's your Tuesday? We're just about to start wrapping things up, but how you doing, dog? How you feeling? And Chomer says, what album are you just talking about? Oh, it's Gabby Bell, City Girl. You can find it on YouTube. So you look up like Gabby Bell, so Gabibelle, City Girl. That's the one I was talking about. And DJ Little Steve, yeah, dude. DJ Little Steve, chop, not slop. And just look up like DJ Little Steve Creed. Dude, you're about to hear the craziest stuff. But who is it says, I swear with every name you throw out, I'm throwing out more. Who's? What? And not even that elderly age yet. Yeah, I think I also just talk fast, and it's a bit of a... I feel like the longer stream goes on, like my mouth starts to get dry a little bit, because I'm like talking so much that I start just like mumbling my words, I've noticed. So I rewatched all the VODs, and I'm like, by the end of the stream, I'm like, what am I even saying? So yeah. So I think it's a me thing. I don't think it's a you. Who is it? But it's crazy how old tech is still good and functional. Yeah, no, for real. Like old tech kind of does be slapping. Like they built it to last back then. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. Everybody that says, I wish a brand would care to perfect these pieces of tech because of how expensive it gets. The moment interest in create. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of, I feel like it's one of those chicken and the egg problems though, where it's like the more widely available it is, the cheaper it is, but like it's also like really hard to make it very widely available. Like I'm pretty sure Nintendo Wii's are always going to be cheap because they made so many of them. You know what I mean? A ridiculous amount of them. Because they just sold so many for so long. I think at some point maybe they'll run out just because they'll like eventually like break down and stuff like that, but there's a lot of Nintendo Wii's out there. You know what I mean? So yeah. And who is it says Lifetime saying for the old stuff, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, exactly. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Who's it? Who's spitting? And one like quick random thing I learned from watching a bunch of like Game Boy developer interviews is the Game Boy was built on the premise of like, I think they said like the word was like lateral thinking with old hardware. So the Game Boy was like, okay, look, like, yes, this is gonna be the most powerful console. It's not gonna be shiny and cool, but we can pump out a whole bunch of them. And how can we take this older hardware and really get the best out of it? You know what I mean? And that's why the Game Boy succeeded, because like everyone already knew how to program for that processor. It was like not a hard thing to do, because by then they already like built a bunch of like libraries, like, you know what I mean? And they were just like, hey, look, man, let's just push the thing to the max and like see what we can do with it. And people were like, yo, let's do it. And yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And like to this day, the Game Boy still slaps. But Chomer says, oh yeah, I've been looking through Facebook Marketplace for sure. I was also not really thinking about getting a new one because it's more expensive. But no worries, I think our brains just process so many thoughts so quickly. Yeah, exactly, Chomer. Yeah, I'd be thinking super hard, thinking about a billion things at once. Rose says, that won't stop the scalpers though. That's true. The 3DS has so many versions, on your point being so many Wii's, yet the best is hard to get. Yeah, well, to be fair, if I'm not mistaken, most people want a new 3DS. Like, I think to get like a, how much is like a, oh my god, I put it on the wrong screen. So I know 3DSs are like ridiculously expensive right now. But I think it's because most people want an XL. XLs are super expensive. Yeah, like right now I just saw a like an XL is like $500, but to get one like OG, it's like what's it called? 100. It's like 1/4 the price. But people don't want the OG; they want the XL because the XL is a lot nicer. You know what I mean? So to your point, if they're making a bunch of different versions, then it's like I agree. The scalpers are going to get all the best ones and like port them, because they didn't make as many XLs, because XL was kind of a specialty thing when it came out. You know what I mean? But to get like an OG 3DS, not too bad. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But it's still more expensive than it should be. Actually, not really. I mean, like, so they dropped to $250. They're like half price. It's not bad. Anyways, I don't know. But Chomer says, I found an older cassette player with adjustable EQ. The Nintendo was better. I'm not paying for a monthly subscription to play some old games that I can play for free on my phone even. You're spitting, Chomer, yeah. Yeah, Nintendo's kind of tripping. Nintendo Online. Especially because, like, Nintendo Online, it's, like, not good quality. Like, they charge so low for it, and they're like, all right, cool, let's just, like, run these servers in, like, someone's garage. Yeah, I mean, what do you gotta do it? And who is it says, it used to be $130, but since Nintendo stopped making 3DS's, arm and leg prices and kidney prices. Yeah. Well, even that, like, I don't know, I just saw one right now for $100. And yeah, here's another one for $120, like OG listing. You know what I mean? OG, but yeah, it's the XLs that are like super expensive. And Rose says, I think a Japanese version is still cheap. Exactly. And that's another thing too. If you're gonna hack it anyways, then like get the Japanese, like the region lock doesn't matter anymore. So yeah. But Chomer says, how's the DS Lite hold up? DS Lite holds up great. I have a DS Lite. It holds up great. You get an R4, you're chilling. And to Chomer's point, OG 3DS is super slow on Smash. Exactly. So it's the XLs that cost an arm and a leg, which I agree. Yeah, 3DS XLs are dumb expensive. The scalper has ruined it. But yeah, if you just want the OG like blue 3DS, like not too bad. But I'm like, hey, get yourself a PSP. You know what I'm saying? That's my hot take. But yeah. And Skyr says, at that point, it's probably better to get an Ain Thor or whatever. That's true, yeah. Ain Thors are pretty popular. And it'll be brand new. Probably plays older games better than the whole pre 3DS anyways. You're spitting. You're spitting. Yeah, Skyr knows what's up. But Zerv says, after Monster Tape Zero, which album should I listen to next? Radical Reptar, I think. Because Radical Reptar has all my Spotify bangers. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I'll go Radical Reptar, dude. That's because it has a similar vibe to Monster Tape Zero. But if you want something like kind of different from Monster Tape Zero, then I say Groovy the Galaxy. Because Groovy the Galaxy, like, listen to the whole story mode of it version too. Like, listen to the album like where it has all the skits as well. That would be like a kind of a nice shift in my music, Zerv. But Rose says, Skyr, they're perfect if they, oh my god, if they perfect, it more than would be a perfect replacement. Yeah, if Ain Thors were like, yeah, we're perfect, it would be more than perfect. Rose says, I'm grateful for my own 3DS XL, but it's a pain in wanting a newer one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm super grateful for mine as well. I think I have like 2 3DSs. I have a new 3DS, and then I have a XL 3DS. I got both. I'm like, hey. So yeah. But who's it says, Scalpers Ruin Everything, episode 4 billion. Yeah. And thank you for the kind words, Zerv. I'm glad to hear that Monster 1 or Monster 0 10 out of 10. I'm in that weird thing where it's like I'm in between two albums right now, so I'm like 0, 1. Which one am I talking about? But yeah. But cool. All right, I think we're gonna wrap things up. I'm gonna go to the gym, and I got some new electrolyte juice. I'm stoked. Skyr says I have a 3DS XL with a Smash. That's sick, dude. I mean, don't sell it, but I bet that would go for like $1 billion, dog. I remember when they dropped those Smash 3DX XLs too. You got like the one that people probably want. Amber says that's awesome. Heck yeah! And Zaku, I've been trying to get electrolytes. I'll send you the powder I found. It's so Zaku because low-key I have Kimberly help me with like stuff like that. She found like the cheapest one. So I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you right now before I forget. I don't know if it's vegan though, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's chemicals, so I'm pretty sure it is. But I haven't tasted it yet, so forewarning, you might can't tell you if it's good or not yet till later. Hey, Eric!
Order from Eric.
Thank you, Eric. If you're watching, let me know and I'll pack it. I'm gonna pack it because we're about to stop streaming, but I'll pack it. I'm gonna pack it. I promise I'm gonna pack it. You'll have it in the mail by tomorrow. But yeah, I sent it to you, Zaku, if you want some electrolytes. And Rose says, I own the 30th anniversary Silver Mario and Luigi DS, which isn't what I wanted, but I love it. I have an official red transparent silicone case over it to fit the theme even more. That's sick. That's super dope. Yeah, where is my 3DS? What's funny is I was cleaning my room, I was cleaning the studio, and I was looking for it, and then I found it, and then I lost it again. I think I put it somewhere where I was like, why is it on my desk? I don't know. But we gotta make a thumbnail for the stream. But I don't know where I put this. I was gonna show off 3DS since we're talking about that, but I guess not. Just got your text, like, yeah, I'll check them out. Alright, sick, yeah. The review said it was good, but I'll taste it right now and I'll let you know. Where my 3DS went? Do y'all ever lose something and it just makes you uncomfortably angry? Whenever I lose stuff, I lose my mind. I know it's in this room. Gosh darn it. Did I move it in here? I don't think so. Let me check. Oh, I know where it's at. Ah, I found it. I forgot I put it in the living room with the cats. But yeah, but this is my 3DS. I put an Ichi Mafia sticker on it. And then, but I have another one, but I got the 3DS XL. And Who's it says, oh yeah, I get angry too. Rosa says, I get uncomfortably overwhelmed. Yeah, see, I get so overwhelmed where I just want to I just rip stuff. That's what makes me the Hulk, is losing something. So sometimes I would have it in my right hand and then somehow it would disappear. Exactly. I felt kind of embarrassed last night. So it was just me. But I came to come eat dinner, right? I put my phone on the desk and then I was like, I'm trying to eat, where'd my phone go? And I literally was looking, I was the phone was right in front of my face and I was like, I can't find it. I went to the kitchen, went to the bathroom, and I came back and it was literally right in front of me. I was like, what happened? It was pretty funny. But yeah, we'll do a 3DS. We'll do a 3DS flex. Literally a 3DS flex. I think it's gonna be closer to the camera. Oh well, yeah. All right, cool. But Rose says that's awesome. Me and my racer when I draw. No, yeah, same. I do the same thing. When I'm sometimes I'll be working on music stuff. Where'd it go? My phone. Who's it says that was me my phone, my hand one time. Oh yeah, once I mean this is pretty common. But once I was wearing sunglasses, and I was like, fuck, I gotta find my sunglasses. I was like looking all through my bag. And then eventually I was like, where'd they go? And I went to the bathroom and I was like, they're on my face. So yeah, I'm gonna put the 3DS back. Oh yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna call it here. So again, no stream on Sunday. I have to go to a baseball game. Like the person is low key. It's my buddy Ben. They were the one that got me into anime. Because like in high school, they were like, "Have you heard of like anime?" And I was like, "No." Like I knew of like Naruto and stuff, but he was like, "No, man. Like there's like so much more anime than was on Toonami." And I was like 14. He like put me on to everything. So lots of low key Groovy Kaiju stuff is because of Ben and him being like, "Yo, man, you should like check out like the blank." So he's visiting me. He has like kids and a wife and stuff. So it'd be cool to catch up because we don't get to talk as much because like they're a dad. But yeah. But thank you, Roses. I would definitely have fun. Subido says nice. Thank you, dude. Yeah, so it's gonna be a fun time. But so we'll not stream on Sunday, but Tuesday. So like same day, Tuesday, 5 p.m. Tuesday. We'll be here again, hanging out, packing orders, chilling and stuff. And yeah. And Chomer real quick says, I just noticed your rug. Love it. Hey, thank you. I miss my childhood now. May fair winds and following season company through the days. Till next time, Chomer. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us, dude. But yeah, so I really appreciate it, dog. And hell yeah. Subidale, good night, dude. Good night. Who is it? See you around, Skyer. Take it easy, Roses. See you around. Subidale, I said Subidale. Catch you around Zaku. I'm gonna text you right now if the juice is good or not. Zerv, catch you around if you're still watching. Chomer, catch you around. Catch you around. Micah, if you end up hanging out. And yeah. Cool. Take it easy, y'all. See you in the next one. Take it easy. I appreciate you. And all right, peace. Take it easy.